welcome viewers. As promised before, I'm I like to bring different experts in the different fields, so that way it would help our viewers to understand what are the different things involved in buying a house and what exactly they need to talk. They have any questions. So the experts are here today. I'm bringing Jacob Ayubi, who is an expert in the insurance. He's been in the industry for more than 20 years. He knows all about it. He does all kind of insurances. And I know, as buying a house, insurance is very important. So I would like to introduce Jacob, who would be helping us answering a lot of the questions. And of course, later on, whenever you guys have any questions, you let us know, and we will ask him about those things. So thank you, Jacob, for coming and helping our viewers to understand the insurance stuff. And I know you are an expert, so welcome. Please let us know something about you, and we will start the session. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Atul, for having me on your podcast here. And thank you for the kind welcome and for the kind words. Yeah, so I've been an insurance agent for many years, and prior to becoming an insurance agent, I was also had several other businesses as well. Um, but my passion has always been to help people and to to try to find a way that helping people, how can I also make money doing that? That's the
That's
secret.
important.
How can I help
Yep.
people and also make money? Helping people would be the most important part of that. And insurance is something that where I can do that. And I chose State Farm as the company because State Farm's values and my personal values align. They want, their jingle is, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They want us to be involved in the community, to be just as valuable in insurance as we are to be valuable to the community as a whole. So that is something for me that was very important. Um, Personally, for myself, I'm married. Next year will be 15 years. And my wife is a Fairfax County school teacher, and she teaches fourth grade in Reston. And my children go to that school.
Oh.
I have an 11-year-old boy,
Mhm.
uh, and he's a soccer player. And then I
Mhm.
have triplet
Oh.
daughters that are 8 years old each.
Oh
Uh,
my God. Okay.
they're
Well,
also yeah, it's a lot.
congratulations, man. That's
Yeah,
nice.
thank you. So it's I have a yeah, but we'll put a picture of them here so you can see them
Oh,
here.
wow. Yeah.
So they're the love of my life. They all are soccer players. So I'm when I'm not here, I'm on the soccer field somewhere.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, one of our team member, he coaches basketball team.
Okay.
So that's nice. Yes, yeah, yeah. So getting into this insurance, first thing I've seen it, all my borrowers, they always ask why you are charging us a 12 months on the CD in advance, and again we need to pay every month the insurance company.
Right.
So I keep telling them the answer, but I guess now today we're gonna hear from the expert. Um, why is that?
Yeah. So you guys on your end do such amazing work. But you have to bring all these different people together in order to create the mortgage for the customer to be able to give them um, the dream of home ownership, right? And part of that involves having insurance as a part of that to be escrowed into the mortgage. So, what we do on our end is we put together the homeowner's quote, and then we send this out to you and also to the customer. And when it's agreed upon, it is included as part of the home buying experience, right?
Yep.
And then what happens is the lender, yourself, will pay State Farm the 12-month uh, premium for the policy. And then what happens is every single month, the homeowner will pay 1/12th, obviously, for 1 month of that, and it's escrowed into their mortgage.
But why do you charge 12 months in advance? That's what everybody's concern is.
You know, it's interesting. If the homeowner decided that they didn't want to escrow it, for example, right, with
Uh-huh.
through DMV Residential Financing, for example, right,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and they said, I want to just go ahead and pay this myself, they can choose to do that. And what I can do is I can put them on a monthly and just charge
Okay.
them monthly, not charge them the whole 12 months. Yeah.
Or not charge. Okay. See, because in our case, when we have to do, they want to waive the escrows, there are guidelines. Unless some of the investor might charge a little bit extra for that, or sometimes they may not allow it in some of the programs. And correct me if I'm wrong. The What I usually tell my borrowers is, as soon as you enter into the house, you need to be insured. And the why insurance company charges you in advance is because they have to make sure you are insured, and they want a 12 months, like, you have to pay in advance. So whenever
Right.
you want to change a policy or you want to sell the policy, that 12 months insurance will come back to them. So it is basically, they insurance company policies, they want to get that money in advance, so that way our borrowers are protected as soon as they are in the house. Is
Yes.
that correct? Or
Yeah, that is correct. And so, on the one hand, there's one thing where the lender, the bank, the mortgage
right,
company, what they want to do is they usually want to make sure that they have control of the situation. They don't want it to be in a situation where, uh, where the homeowner decides they don't want to pay for the homeowner's insurance.
right,
Does that make sense?
right.
Uh, because the bank wants to make sure that the home is insured in case something wrong happens.
Exactly. We
It's
want to
better.
make sure our borrowers are protected in
That's
case
right.
anything happens. Correct.
Exactly. So that's important to the lender and to the bank to make sure that the home is protected. So they take that 12 months of payment up front, get it out of the way, and now you don't have to worry about it as the lender as well. So
Right. Okay, okay. Well, but it is the borrower's money, which anytime they want to, change it or do anything, it's their money. It's like, if I say it's the money coming from one pocket to another pocket, but
right.
whenever they need it, whenever they sell it, they're gonna get it back.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. If someone decides they want to, go through the home buying experience with State Farm, right? They sign up with you and I. We
Right,
help buy the home. If the next month they decide they want to go to somewhere else,
right,
State Farm will refund the money,
correct.
right? So
Right, they are
they prorate it, and they
right,
refund whatever's the remaining money. So the homeowner has the option to go somewhere else. Um,
correct.
the most important thing is that the homeowner maintains some homeowners policy at some insurance company.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, when a borrower is looking for the home insurance, what are the things they need to make sure those are in the policy, so that way they are covered, because sometimes I have seen a lot of agents will give a lot of discount, or they will cut through because they want to get those policies.
Right.
But when the time comes, they figure it out. Man, we don't. This is not covered. This is not covered. What do you think about that?
No, you're absolutely right. So I we are some some people are transactional. What they want to do is they want to get through the process and get it out of the way. Um, the one thing that we try to do in this office is we add some things to the policy.
Okay.
Right? I'll give you an example. One thing is backup sewer and drain. What
That's must. I tell everybody, please have it. You're right. Please, yes, talk
yeah,
about it.
it doesn't cost a lot of money, but
Yeah.
it protects your home. So backup sewer and drain basically means, for example, if the sump pump in your home goes out, there's too much water coming in, and the sump pump is not able to push this water out, or it just burns. Sometimes the sump pump will just go out. Maybe the fuse blows. Now water's collecting in the basement, and now in the lowest level of the home, the water is rising. Right? It's going to destroy the carpet, the hardwood floors, the luxury vinyl plank, and all this stuff. The walls, everything's going to be destroyed. Some of the furniture. You want to have that backup sewer and drain, because without it, that is not covered. The scenario I just made for you,
Right.
it wouldn't be covered. So you want to make sure you have backup sewer and drain. So we always add that into the policy.
I got it. Okay.
The second thing we add into the policy as well is we add service lines coverage. What is
What is
service?
that?
So service lines coverage is, in your home you have gas pipes, electrical pipes, you have data lines, you have all these different, sewage lines, water pipes, you have all these different pipes. Inside of your home, those are covered.
Okay.
If one busts, right? If your water pipe explodes, it's covered.
Right.
As soon as this water pipe goes from your home to the main,
County.
to the street,
Street.
right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's not covered between these two places. Most homeowners policies do not cover this.
They do not.
Distance.
Yep.
It's a short distance, can be, it's just from your home to the
Mm-hmm.
street. And in
Mm-hmm.
the street, that's where the main is.
Right. Yeah.
It's not covered under here. And so we add what's called service lines coverage. It costs $66 a year for this coverage.
And when you have to repair it, it's so much expensive. Yeah.
It's usually somewhere close. It's somewhere between $10,000, maybe, at
Yep.
the lowest end, $5,000. They have to bring the excavator to the front yard. They have to dig up the front yard. They have to find the pipe. They have to fix it. It's a mess. But for $5.50 a month, it'll cover that for you.
Right.
So
Okay.
we add that into the policy. One of the reasons we added it into the policy is because I know, Atul, if that situation happened to you, you're
Yep.
going to call me. You're going to say, Jacob, you're not going to believe this, but this water pipe is exploded in my front yard.
Uh-huh.
If you don't have the coverage, I'm going to say to you, Atul, I'm so sorry. That is not covered under your policy, because it's
Right.
not covered under a standard homeowner's policy.
Yeah.
But you, as the homeowner, I know that your expectation is that it's going to be covered, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so I try to put that into the policy, not because it makes money for me, but because
Right.
obviously $5.50 is not going to change my life.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's going to be a big deal for the customer
Yes.
if they don't have that.
So let me ask you, so would that be covering, because I have heard that sometimes that line is there and it's a backup line or something clogged from the house to the county line,
Yes.
and something happens, they start, going back. So that is covered. All of those things is covered.
Yes, that's correct. That's covered.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's going to be on a case-by-case basis. There has to be we have to find out what the reason for the clog is.
Right.
Generally speaking, 99% of the time, there's not going to be an issue.
It's not going to be issue. Okay. Because I know my neighbor had the same issue and he spent it almost the same kind of money you're talking about. So yeah, and I did suggest him. I said this should be covered in your policy.
Yes.
But again, you're right.
I had a lady that called me yesterday, and she told me that in her neighborhood, there was 4 of those happened and one in her neighborhood in the past 6 months. And she said, I'm concerned. She, she's not even my customer.
Right.
She,
Yeah.
she's a friend of mine that I know from high school.
Oh my.
So I said to her, call whoever is your insurance company, tell them to add service lines coverage. I said, if they don't, if they can't add it on for you, you can come to State Farm, or what you can do also, you can call the utility company,
Right.
and they offer it a la carte.
Yeah.
For example, the electrical, the gas, the sewage, they offer each one individually. Sometimes the cost of that gets a little bit expensive. It's more than $66 a year.
Right. Mm.
But it's either way, it's good to have that coverage.
Good to have that. Right. No, thank you so much. This is a big thing which you're right. Uh, I learned it later in the life as well, that this service line should be added into the policy as well. But no, this is a very good information. My third thing is people go for the low deductible.
Hmm.
What
Right.
is your advice on
I think the low deductible, it just depends on the individual person's financial situation. Some people have a higher threshold,
that?
and some people have a low threshold. For some people, $1,000 deductible is going to be out of their budget even still. But some people, they have no problem paying $1,000 deductible, right?
You're
I
right.
have customers who have, for example, $10 million homes, uh, and they have. I have one right now that I'm working on, and he wants a $10,000 deductible.
Mm.
For him, that's okay.
Right.
He's comfortable paying $10,000. If something happens,
Mm.
he's okay with paying $10,000. It just
10,000.
depends on the individual customer and what your needs are. If
Okay.
you can't, if you're not comfortable paying, two, three, four, $5,000 for deductible, you can, you know, you can get the higher deductible. If you can pay that, then you get the lower deductible. And the way that it works is the lower your deductible, the higher your monthly payment. Okay, the lower the deductible, the higher the
No.
monthly payment. Yeah, and if
Right.
and if
Right. You're right.
yeah,
Yes.
and if you have a high deductible, your
Lower.
payment is lower, the monthly
Right.
payment is lower.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what the customer wants. We can always start with one deductible. If the customer later thinks, maybe losing sleep over or something, and
Right.
wants to change it, we can always make the adjustments for them.
Okay. Because a lot of time what I feel like is insurance, when it is a high ticket item, then you should use your insurance.
Hmm.
But when it is like a smaller claims, you should try to avoid it, because I don't know, in the past it has happened with me that I claim two, three claims, and after that they stopped, that they would not renew my policy.
Right.
So we were having a hard time. So that's what I usually have advised borrowers. Yes, that is correct. Go with $1,000, $2,000 deductible, but at the same time, make sure please do not go for a smaller claims, because our tendency is, okay, well, something wrong has happened and we have an insurance. Why don't we go to them and try to take it? Take an
Right.
advantage of it.
Sure.
But two, three claims are there. I just closed one loan where they took a lot of, it was a big deductible, and I was having hard time finding an insurance for them. I
Yeah.
mean, nobody would give it to them. And there, when they bought the insurance, like from third party, it was costing a lot of money.
Right.
So that's usually what I have tried to give the advice to the borrowers.
Can I just give a small tip to
Yes.
the homeowners listening? Okay.
Mhm.
Some inside, they call this inside baseball,
Right.
so inside scoop. Sometimes what happens is, for example, a pipe might burst, right? The pipe bursts, there's water leak. Um, the homeowner turns off the water main, cleans up some of the water there, and then they get on the phone. They call their insurance company, right?
Right. Mm.
Call claims. Claims makes a puts a claim for them, gives them a claim number. Then they call, the claims person tells them, okay, now call a remediation company. So they call, for example, like ServPro
Yes.
or
Yep. Yep.
Spartan or one of these companies that comes in and does, fixes it after the leak happens.
All right.
Um, the company comes out and says to them, "Yep, we can fix this for you, and it's gonna be maybe like $1,200,
Correct.
right?"
Mm.
The homeowner thinks, "I don't want to use my insurance, right? I don't want to use it." So they call the insurance company and they say, "I'm not going to use my insurance. I'm going to go ahead and pay for this out of pocket."
Right.
Their deductible is 1,000 anyways.
Right.
It's a $1,200 job.
Yeah.
Um, here's the catch. That claim that you just made stays on your record for 3 years,
Oh, even though you didn't use it.
even though you didn't use it. It's still a claim, okay? And
Oh,
it's just the same as a claim where you had damage and someone came and did the work and the insurance company paid for it. Now, let's say that happened, right? A lot of times the customer doesn't even know that that claim is there. Okay, let's say that
exactly.
happened.
Right.
It's there now. So now the customer, now a few months later, wind comes through, a storm comes through, it damages the roof, visible damage. I mean, it's something has happened here.
Big,
They call the
big
insurance
time.
company. The
Mhm.
insurance company comes, they replace the roof. Right after they replace that roof, oftentimes the insurance company will drop that customer.
Mm,
They've had
yeah,
two claims within a very short period of time. Okay.
that's true. Yep, exactly.
Another way that this happens is like this, Atul. Someone comes, and I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. Someone comes and knocks on your door,
Yeah,
they come knock on the
all the time, man. That's
door.
the thing. I'm telling you.
They say, Mr. Atul, I'm
Yeah,
over here at Mr. Smith's house. We're doing a new roof.
yeah.
I
Hmm.
noticed your roof has damage. I can go through your insurance company. I can file a
Yeah.
claim. I can get you a new roof, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
They haven't even gone up there yet to look at it.
Right.
You say, "That's great. You're going to give me a new roof. Let's do it." You sign the paperwork. You tell them to go ahead and deal with the insurance company. They put a claim for you. The insurance company adjuster comes out there, gets on the roof. There's nothing wrong with your roof.
Right.
Now, what happens? Everybody goes home, but the homeowner is left now with a claim.
Mm.
You
Oh,
see that?
wow.
So
Okay.
the the way that they make it seem is that no harm, no foul. Everything's going to be fine. I do it. We're gonna either get you a new roof or we're not going to get you a new roof.
Right.
For the homeowner, now they have a claim,
Mhm.
so their rate can go up. One. The second thing is if
Oh,
second
wow.
claim within the next 2 to 3 years, a real claim within the next 2 to 3 years, their insurance is going to drop. So there,
How do you
there,
avoid it? Like, because looks like any time I call the insurance company, it becomes a claim.
yes,
So how do I protect myself for doing it? Like, how do you, what is your advice?
that's a great question. So one way is, if you have a relationship with your insurance agent, you can
Mm.
call your insurance agent, talk to them. Your insurance
Uh,
agent can guide you, and you call me. I'm not going to put a claim for you.
right,
We're going to talk about it, and then once we get to a certain point, you decide this is a real legitimate claim. Then we put the claim in.
right, right. Okay.
Um, that's one thing. Yeah, so that's really it's important to have a relationship with your insurance agent, or at least be able to call someone and talk to them.
Right. Yeah. I
If
mean, a lot of time is like going on call online, and that's how they do it.
right,
Then I guess you don't even know who's your insurance agent is.
yes,
You just got a quote and start working on it. So all these times, whenever you need it, you just run around and figure out what's going on. Uh,
right. I know people, you know, the one thing is with our agency, the way that we run our agency is, I'm always accessible to my customers. And after we get a client, like for example, when you bring clients to us and we help them out with their home, they're going to get a phone call from my office to do onboarding. The person is going to ask them questions and just make sure that they are happy, everything's going well, all the documents are in, everything is completed, and we just make sure that the customer is complete, and that they also know that if they need anything from us, they can call us. If they need anything from their agent, the agent is available to them either through Zoom, Skype, in person, on the phone, and when you need me, I'm there for you. So
Right. I think we're getting out of time now. Just one last question. So when they get the policy done, is that needs to be the what do you call it? The person from the insurance company will come and check the house or something like that. They do the underwriting afterwards, or once the policy is done, then that's it.
So generally speaking, in this area, it's very seldom where I would write a policy and the insurance. What they do is they'll come by and they'll drive by the house and just take a look.
Okay, just outside. Okay.
Generally speaking, in our area, the houses are well maintained, the roofs are well maintained, everything is in good order. In the past 5 years, let's just go back. I've only had one time where I've written a policy, and the underwriting said we can't write this house because of the roof. And this particular roof, it had trees growing on it, it had moss.
Seriously.
So
Yeah,
you know, you can't cover that roof because
yeah,
it's got moss growing on it. It's grass
right. Yeah,
on the
yeah.
roof. So
Okay, okay. That's right from there. It's a disaster. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll have to end up our session here.
thank you.
We will be talking more later on. We'll be doing more sessions and keep educating our borrowers regarding the insurance stuff, because this is an important time here where everybody needs to know what else can be done.
Right.
We will be in touch again. And again, thank you so much, Jacob. Thank you
Thank you.
so much
Thank you.
for
I appreciate
helping our borrowers.
Thank you.
My goal here is to keep educating my borrowers regarding the various components of the home buying process.
Yes.
And I'm so thankful. You are our neighbor right there,
Thank you.
and we will be using your services. So thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thanks.